Hi, this is Tracy from Mindless Crafting, and today we're going to do some color therapy. So let's get started. So this gorgeous image is a free digital in our Mindless Crafting store. So you might want to head over and sign up to get your free digital. A lot of times we'll release a free digital so that you can have some fun images to work with. So let's go ahead and start. I am using my ADAXI markers, and these are alcohol markers. And I just pulled out a few colors that look like they would be fun. I'll share the link for these. These are actually on Amazon, and I will share the link below in the description. And I thought a sunflower in a teacup would be adorable. And after kind of playing with this image and getting it the way I wanted it to be, it already has shading on it. So if you wanted to use the image just like this, you could use it like that. If you want to resize it, let me show you what it looks like as a little mini. That's what it looks like. You can resize it. So that's one of the beauties of using a digital images. You can manipulate them, you can flip it around. So if you wanted to handle on the other side, you can do that. It's just so much you can do with it. So let's go ahead and start. And I'm going to do an orange sunflower, and I want the center to have a brown. So I'm going to use this burnt sienna, and this is called marigold, but let's see, I think I have one that's just, this is vermilion, and this looks close enough to orange. But what I like to do is have some paper right next to me so I can actually just try out the color before I put it on here. It looks really good. It looks very orange-like. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by coloring in the flower. And it already has enough shading. And we're going to do all 4 flowers, so just relax. If you have yours already downloaded, you could color along with me. And I might kind of turn the paper, because for me, coloring, I like to turn the paper sideways. It just makes it easy for me, rather than coloring straight on. So you just have to do what you're comfortable with. One of the things I love doing is coloring. And I may not be like the best colorer, but I do the best that I can do, and I try to improve. And I feel like over the years I've gotten better. But as a kid, to me it was just all play. You know, those old coloring books and just being able to color with crayons, right? I think it was like a 64 count Crayola coloring box with the little sharpener on it. And I just fell in love with coloring. And so to me, it's really therapeutic too. So now that I'm looking at this doesn't look like really orange, but you know what? It's going to work. And another thing about coloring is that it is therapeutic. It's relaxing. Especially when you're not trying to think about every single color and this has got to be this shade. If you want your sunflower to be blue, then by golly, go ahead and color a blue sunflower. Do you hear that? I even like the sound. Is it crazy that I like the sound of hearing the marker hit against the paper? And I mean, if you want to use whatever your choice of marker or pencil, colored pencils, whatever. But if you look at this image, this is beautiful enough for the image to just stand on its own. You can cut it out and just go. You don't even have to apply any color to it if you don't want to. And I think it'll make a statement like that as well. So sometimes I go back and forth, like if I have a bunch of images, I like to print out a ton of these, so I try to put as many on paper as I can so I'm not wasting paper, and then I go back and print off a bunch of sheets, and I'll show you one of the sheets I already did at the end of this video. You're gonna love it. Right, so just play around with color. If you want your, look at how cute the cup is. If you want your cup to be yellow, pink, whatever, just go ahead and play. Okay, so the center here is going to be that burnt sienna. So let's go ahead and do that. And if you want, you can go dark around the edges and then lighter on the inside. I'm just going to use this and color all of it in that deep brown color. And you may hear some background noises. It's just part of recording in your home, which I love to work from my home. And I feel fortunate to have the opportunity to work from home. So these are super easy to download and print out, resize and print out, and then just cut. Fussy cutting is one of the other things I like to do. So since I already have this out, I'm just going to go ahead and do this one also. And look how quickly that went. All right, I already finished doing this. And a lot of times you won't be able to see how well the alcohol marker applies on this cardstock. I'm just using Nina white cardstock, 85 pound, and you have to let the marker dry a little bit in order to really see the color come out on that. So look how beautiful that looks. I'm going to go ahead and do the other two, and then we'll come back and finish off our flowers. Okay, so those are all done. So now let's go ahead and put some color on that flower there. And I might skip back and forth. I might go from flower to cup to saucer. It's okay. So now we're going to do an actual yellow sunflower. And I don't know what it is. I like to go around the edge and then just come in the middle with the color. Around the edge and into the middle. It's just my style of coloring. And you see how that shading is already there for you. I mean, you can do some other things and do some more shading, but the shading on this is already done. So the image itself stands on its own. But I love flowers and I love tea, so it made sense, right? Sunflower in a teacup. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way. Look how beautiful that looks. Y'all are going to have so much fun with this image, and I can't wait to see your ideas. And I will also share the video series that we have on YouTube, how to download and manipulate your digital images. I will share that video. We have like a whole playlist. Okay, so there is a particular green marker that I want. Let me find that one. And we'll do the leaf. Okay, so I'm going to use my Master's Touch. This is also an alcohol marker. Sometimes I won't use just one brand. I'll use whatever has the color that looks good to me. And so this Master's Touch is Vivid Green. And I think I'll use that one to do the leaves because it looks like this leaf could be this color. So it's not a deep green. Let me just show you on here what it looks like. But it's perfect for this. I love the way that looks. So look at that. And there's another leaf right here. Already got texture on it, so it'll do all the work for you. There's another marker also. Let me show you this one. This one is from Nuvo, and this is a bamboo leaf. So let's try that one on one of the other ones. This is bamboo leaf. And see, like I said, I'm switching through three. I've already used 3 different brands of markers. Look at that. How pretty is that? Okay, let's go ahead and color the other ones in. I think this will be kind of liking this shade of green, although they look very similar. And if you wanted to get a darker green, you can shade right along the cup here and make it even darker. This is so relaxing. You'd have a cup of tea. I don't know if you keep candles in your craft room, but you can light a candle and just relax. Do something that you love. Even if it's for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, just do something that you like doing because you deserve it, right? Okay, so this is another green. So I'm using like 3 different greens. So this one is this is Master's Touch Pale Green. So I'm going to color my flower in green because that green with the brown would look really beautiful with the brown center. So yeah, I can color my sunflower green, right? It's okay. This is where you can make up your own rules in your own craft room, right? So let me know if you enjoy these color therapy videos. And I'll do more because I enjoy them. Just kind of relaxing and no measuring, just applying color, right? Imagine when you use these images on a card, how beautiful it's going to look. And this can be a thank you card, which is probably one of the cards that I do the most. This can be a birthday card if you want. Grab some of your sentiments from your stamp sets and cut out your image and make a birthday card, thank you card, congratulations, thinking of you. So you have images that don't really necessarily have a theme. But if I got a thank you card with this image on it, I would love it. So look how pretty that looks. That green really pops on there with that brown. And I'm already thinking what color I should do on this last one here. But I can see me just getting more of these images. And remember, when you are downloading your images, you can print these out as many times as you like. And my craft room is already overflowing with stuff. At least I can save these on my computer until I'm ready to use them again, right? That is beautiful. Look how pretty that looks. Oh my goodness, y'all. I hope the color is really coming through on camera. And so if you want a deeper shade, see that what I just did? So I'm thinking that in the back, this would be a deeper shade. So you can go in and put another layer over that. So you don't have to switch out the marker on that one. But if I just want it to be just a little bit darker, I would just go in and I'm just doing the parts that I think would be dark. And don't overthink it. Right behind here. This one over here looks like it would be shaded darker. Maybe right here, this one right here too. I'm just going to put a little bit right along here. Okay, look at that. Just blend that out just a little bit more. And like I said, once they dry, you'll really see like the true color. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, y'all are gonna have so much fun with this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. This one doesn't look as orange as I wanted it to be. And let me just see what this one looks like, this marigold. That looks more orange to me. But I want some pink up in there too. I do want a pink flower. Let's see. Let's do a bright pink. Let's see. And I think, yep, that will be pretty. That bright pink. And then we get to do the cups. And sometimes you never know how it's going to come out until you just actually apply the color on there. That's a pretty pink. It's bright enough, but not too much. And this is a pale pink. It's a pale pink. And then of course you can hear the plane flying overhead. I'm actually shocked that the animals are not trying to get in here, because normally they're bursting down the door, so I better not speak too soon. Hopefully I can get this recorded before they before they realize that I'm missing, because they will definitely hunt me down. Oh, that looks so pretty. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Just a few minutes a day. Even if you said, you know what, today I'm just going to color one image and that's it. All right? But if I could, I would probably spend all day in my craft room if I could. Okay, so I see another marker over here. I'm gonna see, it's in that whole pink thing. This one is actually a vivid pink. So I'm gonna see what happens if I take the vivid pink. Let's see what happens when I try to, let's see if that's a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go in and do a couple of these just strokes of vivid pink. See if there's any difference there. I think I see a little bit of a difference. Still in the pink family. I know many of you said you have challenges with shading, and I think this would help because it kind of shows you where the image itself already shows you where it's really some of the darker tones should go. But like I said, I just experiment and just have fun with coloring. What naturally looks good to me, that's what I go with. And look how pretty that is. Okay, still going in just a little bit. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that pink looks so pretty. That pink looks so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the cup. And let's see, I want to do something really light on this one. Just a little bit lighter. So I'm going to go with this pastel peach. And I could always darken it up. That's the one thing. If you start with a lighter color and you think, oh, it's just too light, you could always go in and darken it up with another color that's similar. So I'm just following the natural curve. And for some reason, I don't use my broad tip. I don't know what it is. I just like that, the thin tip better. Or the fine tip. I just like it better than using the broad tip. So the saucer's going to match on this one. Now you don't have to have your saucers match. They could be different. They could be realistic. Like in my world, my saucers don't match teacups. They just don't. Now at my mother's house, her stuff matches. Okay. Look how beautiful that looks. And let's see what this one looks like. This one is a hay bale color. And I just want to test it out here to see. Now to me, that color is okay. Enough for me to go in over here and just right along the sides here. And right along here where there would be a possible shadow right underneath the cup. Maybe right here by the handle. And then right underneath the saucer, I would think would be a little bit darker. Okay, and I like to just kind of come right along that top part there. So it has that separation. I like outlining stuff for some reason. It's just what I do. And then right along the leaf, maybe a little bit of shading. Look how beautiful that looks. And maybe right along the bottom of the teacup here. And let's go back in with this again here. Just lightly stroking it, since the shading seems to be more on this side, the darker side here. And that looks good. That completes our first one. See, just a little bit more around here. I mean, you can keep doing stuff on these. Okay, so now let's go ahead, and I love the way that one looks. Let's see what happens when we try maybe a little bit of, maybe we can do a yellow. Ooh, look how pretty that looks. I could already tell. Look at that. And look, if you wanted to just do part of your teacup in the yellow and then go in on the bottom, I think I have a teacup that looks like that with another color. You can do that too. Right, you could even leave the center like this, all right, if you wanted to. Just giving you ideas. And then go in with another color right along here. Make the stripe even smaller. Have that little white stripe right there. How beautiful is that? Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, if you really want to get sort of matching, I can take this and just go right along here. Now your teacup has this stripe. Just gently right along there. And then if I wanted to, I could do the handle in that color. It's just up to you. So that's just another idea. And then down here, let's see, I think this saucer, I guess we could match the saucer on this one. Yep, you can do a yellow saucer. So I like to just randomly pull out markers and kind of match them with colors that normally wouldn't really go. And there's my airplane. I think this, let's see what this one is like. That's that bamboo. Let me see. Make it a little bit darker. Okay, there we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish off the other 2 cups. And then we'll be done with our color therapy. Okay, so let's go ahead and color in this one right here with the pink. I'm going to go in with the vivid green because I love the way pink and green looks together. Let's see if that's the one I want. Not that one. Let's see. Let's see what this pale green looks like again. Okay, that one would work. Okay, so that, I think it's going to look really good with both of these. Oh yeah. Yep, no rush. Just enjoy the process. This is just the sound of crafting, right? And I was just thinking like what these would look like on a card. So stay tuned for that video. Just going back over it because I want it a little bit darker. So I hope some of you are coloring along with me. Another great thing about digital is that you get them immediately to your email box. So don't forget to go and sign up for when we have release free digitals, but we also have an entire digital collection. So that is beautiful. I'm loving this green. How pretty that looks. How pretty is that? And then let's do our saucer. So imagine doing these with different sizes. Making little smaller ones, and you can get them. Let me just see what the height of this is, so you kind of get a sense at how large this is. Get my ruler here. So this is about. So when you're sizing it on your computer, whatever program you're using, this is about 2.5 inches. I'm measuring from this leaf to about here. 2.5 inches. So this can be like the main focal point on your card, on an A2 size card. 2.5, about 2.5 by 2.5, a little over 2.5. So yeah, just so that you can get a sense of how large these images are. I probably could have gone up just a little bit more in the size, but this works. A little bit here. Okay. Beautiful. One more to go. Let's see what color I want. Let's do something that's really... This is a mint green light. Mint green light. Sounds pretty good to me. I love this color. I use this one a lot too. And to me it looks more blue. Yeah, it says mint green light, but it looks more blue to me. And that's why sometimes I'll just test it out on there, but this looks really pretty. And this one will not have a matching saucer, I promise. It's kind of dark outside today, so I'm hoping that you can really see the color come through. I like to record in natural light. Plus, to me, it's just more calming for me to record in natural light. So hopefully my calmness is coming through on camera. Okay, so this olive green, let's see what that looks like. That olive green, I'm trying not to match the saucer. Nope. This one right here might work. This is that hay bale. I think this will work. Yeah, let's do the hay bale on that. So this is a non-matching saucer. I'm really liking the way that looks. So 4 cups, 4 different ways to color them. Hopefully you're inspired by this. I'm going to go in with this darker color. Here, this is that burnt sienna. Just a little bit to add to the shadowing right underneath there. And then right here too. And then right by the leaf here. So don't be afraid to try out these colors and just kind of have fun with it. Let me get this one again. Just blending it a little bit so it's not so it looks like a straighter line. Doesn't look like a straight line. Making it softer. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that looks. Look at that, y'all. I hope you had some fun doing some color therapy with me. How beautiful is that? Let me show you the other one I did with the smaller. These are the same large cups, but then the smaller ones at the bottom. How cute is that? Look at that, y'all. Is that not just... I had so much fun. These are the little smaller cups. So that's what I was saying with the digitals. You can always resize them. You can make them larger or smaller if you want. But are these not beautiful? I had so much fun doing this. I've been just trying to take some time out and just do some color therapy, and I thought, you know what? Might as well take y'all along with me. How pretty is that? So many different ways to do this. So I hope you enjoyed this color therapy video. This is a free digital on our website, but we have others as well. But I really hope you enjoyed this. I will post the video on how to download and manipulate your digital images. And I'll see you soon on the next video. Y'all take care. Bye.